the kidnapping, the unfortunate kidnapping incident of the students, we have our deployment, tactical deployment in Papiri, which is in Aguara. We have deployment in also in Aguara town, tactical team, neighboring PNA, visiting PNA. We're deployed to this area. But it's interesting to know that the distance between the where this incident happened and the Papiri is of a distance. It's over an hour journey. And due to natural challenges, this tactical team that were stationed at Papiri, I couldn't get this information on time until when the DPO of Nebusa got this information, and all of us moved to the scene in the morning and discovered this unfortunate incident. But it is also very clear to know that tactical teams are on ground in this area. But it's just that when incidents will happen, due to sometimes intelligence failure, you may not be able to know. And at the end of the day, this incident happened. But we have security presence around this neighborhood, around these villages. We have military based in Babana. We have a border patrol point in Luma. We have in Kale. We have mobile deployment in Pakiri. We have mobile deployment in Aguara. So there is a presence of tactical teams in this locality. But unfortunately, this incident occurred.
All right, thank you for sharing that concise response with us. So now a lot of people are hearing investigation is ongoing, and thankfully the Papiri school girls, St. Mary to be precise, Catholic school, were freed. They have regained their freedom. Would you say that after the joint operation, which you mentioned with other security agencies, there was any form of arrests or recovery of weapons or anything that you can give us updates other than the release of the school children?
Yes, on visiting the scene and ascertaining the number of casualties, it was also discovered that some persons were kidnapped. And as I speak with you, we will not be able to ascertain the number of persons or category of persons abducted. We are still investigating. We are working in collaboration with other security agencies on getting more clearer situation of this incident. But when the incident occurred, it's not as if this terrorist or the hoodlum, the appellant will wait for security agencies for engagement. But at several times, at several occasions, we've been having engagements with these hoodlums in different locations. We had recently where one of our border patrol points was attacked. The police border patrol team had done battle with them. They were repelled, and at the end of the day, some of them were hit with gunshot injury. So we've been having engagement at different levels, at different points, but particularly on that incident, you may not be able to meet anybody on ground having committed this act.
All right, so now, based on what you said, coupled with the directive of Mr. President as well, which he gave direct order to hunt down the Kaswandaji attackers. The order was very strict and concise. Chief of Defense Staff, the Inspector General of Police, other service chiefs, all to put their hands on deck to see that these attackers are apprehended. What is the Nigeria Police Force in terms of, now you are representing the Nigeria Police Force as an institution, Niger State Police Command to be specific. What are your roles in this multi-agency efforts?
Yeah, thank you very much. The Commissioner of Police, Niger State Command, CP Adamu Abdullah Elema, has mobilized some of our arsenals, the armored personnel vehicle, the tactical teams. We have decided to add some of the men from 12 PMS to 1 PMS to reinforce that address, moving other arsenal, moving other operational assets to that location. And to also mention, even the Chief of Army Staff had just visited the state. Recently, I think yesterday was in Government House, where we gave assurances on joint security efforts and the effort of the military to collaborate with the police in ensuring that that locality is adequately secured. And a lot of operational measures, a lot of planning, a lot of clearance operations and pipeline efforts are already on deck. I may not be able to spell out all the operational tactics that is being put in place now, but it's a collaborative effort. It's all hands on deck, the military, the police, the DSS, and as I said, the Commissioner of Police have moved tactical team with our operational assets to that exist. And the win-win approach, we also believe that other security agencies will also get, and it's going to be a joint operation in flushing this bad element out of our forest.
All right, thank you for giving us that response. We are getting to hear the reaction and also the actions taken by the Niger State Police Command. Now, you said something earlier in your submission about the vast terrain of Niger as one the state with the largest land mass, to be precise. What is the biggest logistical constraint? Is it mobility, communication, manpower that is affecting the response time to remote areas, and what is being done to address this? Because obviously we cannot stay and keep giving excuses of the distance or communication gap. What have the Niger Command done to see that they take care of this challenge?
Okay, thank you. Talking about challenges, well, distance is one issue because having a proximity to divisional headquarters has its own advantage. And having a distance of remote village to divisional headquarters or to an operational place, it's a challenge. But the most challenge that is unfortunate there is when you stay in a remote village and the network challenges of communicating becomes an issue. When there is an incident within a locality, the timing of passing this information, the timing of getting these incidences communicated to the security agencies is a major challenge. Then before you mobilize to cover the distance. And another thing is the terrain. You have the privilege of visiting this location. You know that it's a complete, very rough terrain for you to be able to even move operational assets to some of these localities and begin to see what you can do for intervention. Nevertheless, security of life and property is their priority. No matter the challenges, will continue to be at various localities. We have police stations spread across, and from these police stations, whichever way we can manage to do it by diversifying on the network, shifting from one network to another, will continue to make effort to get information across to the authority for intervention and mobilization.
All right, thank you very much. Security is everybody's business. That is the common slogan, especially here on the Nigeria Police Force. So the Police Community Relations Committee, that is PCRC, exists to foster trust. How has information from the PCRC or the public directly lead to a prevented attack or successful intervention in the last 3 months?
Okay, thank you. Part of the practice then, as I have just mentioned, is intelligence gathering. And what we have done at our command level is rolling out divisional police officers' numbers, their phone number, their contact number to the public for easy accessibility, for taking policing closer to the people, for getting information immediately from the members of the community so that we can have quick response, we can have quick intervention. GPOs are not expected to be far away from the community. We shouldn't have a gap of communication from the community. So this is what we have done, and it has been helping us a lot. We have the DPO's phone number in the communities. We have the police complaint bureau number in the community. We have the police public relations number. We have distress phone number in the communities. And coming to the PCRC, we have a formidable PCRC team in Niger State that have been very helpful. A lot of people are showing more interest to join the PCRC. We are spreading our tentacles. The PCRC family getting larger and getting bigger. And with this spread, it helps the police command to continue to have a spread of information, intelligence gathering, and that has been helping the police command in policing the state to a large extent.
All right, Abuja, in case you're just tuning in, you're listening to the Nigeria Police Radio 99.1 FM Abuja, and the program is Horizon, where we have the Niger State Police Command Public Relations Officer, SP Wasiu Abiodun, giving us update concerning security in Niger State. So, many fear reprisals from bandits if they speak, which is a big concern amongst residents in Nigeria, especially bandit-ravaged area. What is your direct message to these communities, and what concrete protection mechanism exists for informants?
Okay, let me say this. When this incident happened, it's also very important to say it and to clarify some of the misinformation. Yes, as I said earlier on, there are remote villages scattered all over these local governments of Abuja and Aguara. And when this incident happened, you see some of the villagers trying to move from this location to to a safer community in the sense that where there are presence of tactical team, where there are deployment, people feel safe to move closer to the location of this deployment, having that sense of safety, moving closer to where deployments are situated or are located. So, contrary to the situation that people are running away from their homes, it is just a normal thing when you are not feeling safe in a particular location, then you move to another location where you feel you can be secure with the presence of security agencies. And a lot of people understand the situation, and they don't. They continue to partner with security agencies. They continue to give information to security agencies, even when there was misinformation that they were here, they were there. But it was even the people that were telling us that those informations were not true. So you see, people understand the sensitivity of security issues, and they even come to assist security agencies to debunk rumors, to debunk fake news, to debunk misinformation, to avoid misleading the security agencies.
All right, thank you very much, SP Wasiu Abiodun. We will be going on a short break, but before we go on that break, I will be reading out the phone number where you, my listener, can call in and ask the PPRO of Niger State Command any question at all you have. So be handy. The phone number you're going to reach us in the studio is 0803 4522. I'm going to take that again. 0803 452229. You can call us and ask any question at all that you have for our guests. So let's go on this break. The program continues after now. Do not go anywhere.
A story about two friends, Princess and Grace. These babes are Gen Z baddies. You know now, them get small coin. One evening, police stopped a bus Grace was riding in, and she was the only one that this officer arrested. She was flabbergasted.
Officer, why me? Because of my hair?
Before uncle, by their hair you shall know them. My friend, let's go to the
officer, stop harassing me.
2 days later, the same police officer, that same one, wanted to arrest Grace's friend for the same reason.
Oga police profiling according to looks and being searched by the opposite sex is against the law. It is there in the Nigeria Police Act 2020.
The officer couldn't do anything to her. Hey, they let her go, and the other passengers couldn't believe it. Who would you rather be in this story?
Am I dreaming? This thing, if it happened, if we all know and follow the Police Act 2020, if it.
All right, thank you for staying with us. You're welcome. If you just joined in, if you've been with us, thank you for staying. You are listening to the Nigeria Police Radio 99.1 FM Abuja. The program is Horizon, where we have a guest, the spokesman of the Niger State Police Command in person of Abiodun. My name is Aliyu Doma, and we've been having a great interaction. He was giving us updates about the current security situation in Niger State. We already know what is happening in Niger State. And again, most importantly, is for us to have the information straight from the authority, Nigeria Police Force, who are actively on ground, going about to see what has happened and giving us first-hand account of events, not just account of events, but also to give us updates on actions that have been taken by security agencies in Niger State. Thank you very much, SP Wasiu Abiodun, for your time with us this evening.
Thank you, sir.
All right, we will be giving out the phone number once again in case you have any question for my guest. 0803-4522-903. I hope I wasn't too fast with that. Let me call it once again. 0803-4522-903. That is the number you can call and ask any question that you have for my guest. Perhaps you are watching live on Facebook. Yes, you can also drop me a question there on the Facebook portal. I will read out your question and you get immediate response from my guest. The Facebook handle is the Nigeria Police Radio 99.1 FM. The Nigeria Police Radio 99.1 FM. We're streaming live. You can get us there. So now let me come back to my guest while I anticipate your calls, even though there is a bit of a change in the number. The usual number isn't connecting. and that is why we're giving this number. That is why I am here to get calls, I believe so. So let me go back to my guest, SP Wasiu. Going forward, what should Nigerites expect from the Niger State Police Command in terms of securing Niger State?
Yeah, thank you. This is what we have been doing in Niger State. People can testify. Visibility policing approach is top notch. For example, let me use some of the cities as a case study. In Mina Metropolis, for example, we have a patrol team of Operation Flush that is stationed around the town strategically. In a sectorized form, we sectorize our patrol teams within the metropolis, and these have been very helpful where there are incidences, when there are distress, when there are complaints. We through our control room, we detail a particular sector patrol team to quickly intervene, and that is what a lot of people in the public are appreciating, seeing the police presence within the town, seeing our intervention, ensuring within a few minutes we are there to ensure that distress is being handled and issues are being made in the board. So police visibility is one of our very important approach. And intensified patrol, not just stationing this patrol vehicle within the town, they also patrol the nooks and crannies of the community, ensuring that the criminal elements are flushed out of the society. In addition to raid of what we call raid of black spots, most especially at night, where locations identified as where hoodlums, miscreants may gather, where they may be taking all sorts of illicit substances. We storm this location. A lot of them have been apprehended and they have been prosecuted. So these are proactive measures, and it is very helping the command. In addition to intelligence gathering cannot be taken away from policing if they want to be successful. So with intelligence, issues have been made on the board, and with these approaches, with these measures I've also mentioned, these have been helping the command. And not just in Mina, it is being replicated in Suleja, it's being replicated in Bida, in Kotangura, and other parts of the state. And this is what has been happening in Niger State.
Niger State is a farming community where the slogan of the governor is even known as the farmer governor.
Yes.
What will be your call and message to Niger farmers, to be precise, concerning their safety? Because we are just turning and beginning a new year, 2026. What is your message to the farming community in Niger State?
Thank you. We are utilizing the past land effectively in Niger State. As you have just said, one of our major occupations in Niger is predominantly farming, due to the large past land in the state. And as I mentioned, we have 25 local governments, and the spread of the police structure in the state. There is no local government that you not see a police divisional effort. And in some local government, you have 2-3 police stations in this local government. This presence of the police divisions in our localities. And there's also something we have established, which is also helping us, most especially as regards to farming, where you normally experience farmer headers clashes. And the Commissioner of Police directed the officers to establish a committee in this locality to ensure that issues around farmer headers clashes are easily being resolved. And what is this committee? You have the local government council chairman, you have the DPO of that community, you have the president of other security agencies, you have the traditional institution in that community, and even other tribe representatives to ensure that when immediately you have issues of farmer headers clashes, there is this committee that will quickly get up, look into the assessment of the damage, and ensure that justice is immediately served to avoid the situation of self-help. So this is what we have put on ground, and it's really helping our farmers, and everything is going on smoothly in the community. We cannot say there are no hitches, there are little hitches within the farmers and others, but these are helping us to manage the situation.
All right, that's great to hear that. Let me just take us backward a bit. Earlier, you said if this bandit, whenever they struck, they usually keep moving with their victims into the thick forests. From your previous arrest or intelligence gathered thus far, is there any sign that shows that these people are real citizens or indigenous of those communities in Niger State, or they invade from other places and strike and move?
You see, banditry is a very sensitive situation and it's a national challenge. Yes, we acknowledge the presence of these terrorists in parts of Niger State. And if you have been following trend, the last rescue operation and release of our students, this operation was coordinated by the Office of National Security Advisor.
Yes.
And I wouldn't want us to delve into what we are doing on this, which is being handled at the national level. But there's so much intelligence, there's so much operational measures, there are so much efforts going on. So we are bringing out some of the information that could jeopardize this operation will not be very good enough. So I want to create the indulgence. Let us be hopeful and be watchful of what will happen in the next few days to come as regards to the operational measures being put in place against this terrorism.
All right, thank you very much, SP Wasu Abiodun. Gradually, we are coasting home. And if you have any question, my listener, if you have any question, you can forward your question through the phone number I mentioned earlier. I'm going to be calling the phone number once again, 0803 4522903. Especially my Suleja people, because we usually have a lot of calls from Suleja, which happens to be part of your jurisdiction. If you have any question, do well to call in the studio and ask my guest your question. We're also streaming live on Facebook on the Nigeria Police Force Facebook handle. At the same time, we're streaming on the Nigeria Police Radio Facebook handle. So it's symbiotically going side by side, like we are live on both medium. You can drop your comments, your contributions on the various social media platforms available to you. So as we anticipate calls and questions from our listener, SP Wasu Abiodun, the spokesperson of Niger State Police Command, is our guest, and he has given us all the necessary information we need to extract from him at this moment concerning Niger State security affairs, especially as relating to the Nigeria Police Force, even though we also talked about synergy with sister security agencies. So I will now ask you if you have any final parting shots for my people listening to you, because this is live on Facebook. Even after now, people can still go back and watch and revisit. If there are questions they forwarded, we will definitely push the questions to you so that you respond accordingly.
Okay, if I may just say a few things, we are very much on ground. We continue to intensify patrol. We continue to be visible in our various communities. We just want to urge our people, members of the public, to continue to partner with the police and pass information to security agencies, be more closer to the security formations in their locality, police formation in their locality. We have, as I said earlier on, we have rolled out our DPO's phone number. It's available on our social medias and everywhere. And so it is very encouraging, it is very important for people to lay their hands on the phone numbers of their DPOs and even our other phone numbers in case if there is any situation within your locality. Police still remain your friend. Police is the only friend you can call at any time of the day when you have distress, and definitely you must come to your aid. And this we shall continue to do because it's a priority for us to protect lives and property.
All right, thank you very much, SP Wasu Abiodun. Just like I said earlier, if questions comes up, we will definitely forward the same to you so that you give us the response. Thank you for your time and thank you for the information. Do have a lovely day ahead. All right, Abuja, this is the size of our package for today on Horizon. Remember, I said earlier, this is the maiden edition of the program, and the program will always come your way Mondays, Wednesdays, and Friday, 5 p.m., where we link up with various police public relations officers across the Federation to get us information of what is happening in their area of responsibility. My name is Ali Udoma. Special appreciation to my producer, Omoza Balogun, and also to the first public relations officer, CSP Benjamin Hundeyin. Thank you to you, my listener. Keep listening to the Nigeria Police Radio 99.1 FM Abuja. My name is Ali Udoma. Do have a lovely evening ahead. Goodbye for now.
Story about two friends, Princess and Grace. These babes, are Gen Z baddies. You know now, them get small coin. One evening, police stopped a bus Grace was riding. Only one that this officer arrested. She was flabbergasted.
Officer, why me? Because of my hair?
Before uncle, by their hair you shall know them. My friend, let's go to the
Officer, stop
station.
harassing me.
2 days later, the same police officer, that same one, wanted to arrest Grace's friend for the same reason.
Oga police profiling according to looks and being searched by the opposite sex is against the law. It is there in the Nigeria Police Act 2020.
The officer couldn't do anything to her. Hey, they let her go, and the other passengers couldn't believe it. Who would you rather be in this story?
Am I dreaming? This thing, if it happen, if we all know and follow the Police Act 2020, if it happen.
Every day, the Nigerian police force, they work hard to protect we life and property. But to get true safety, we must collaborate.
When we talk, we fit act fast. E good make we join hands together, report kurukere movements, share useful information, dey on alert, and make we no fear at all. Together, we fit stop crime and make our communities safe.
The Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetoku, he don dey call for we people to join hands with the Nigerian police force to take fight criminalities. Crime dey grow where people no dey gree talk. Make we no keep quiet again.
My name na CSP Benjamin Bain, First Public Relations Officer. Together, we will secure Nigeria. If you see something, talk am.
You asked for it, and now you have it.
A platform to share